Americanism, not globalism, will be our credo. Then we can be assured that other nations will not treat America with respect, the respect that we deserve.
Hello, everybody. We are live on this great October 12th, Wednesday, October 12th, 2022. Back with the live streams. Welcome to the March to November 8th mini series on this channel. I know I've been promising I was going to start doing some streams. We're starting today, and it just maybe me today, maybe a few others join, maybe James joins. I don't know. But today, folks, it's going to be a relaxing stream. We're going to be looking at the betting markets today because, well, some interesting developments are happening in multiple races with the betting markets. So this is going to be a more relaxing video, and I hope you guys enjoy. So, of course, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow that mysterious Twitter account in the description down below, and of course, like always, join the channel for only 10 cents a day. Hope you guys enjoy. It's the first live stream in a while, so hope everybody enjoys. All right, it's been a while. Again, this is going to be a quick stream, maybe like a 30-minute long stream. There will be a video out later today. It's going to be on a certain poll that came out of Arizona. I think you guys can guess what. So it's either going to be that or a different topic. Maybe New Hampshire. We may do a video in New Hampshire. Haven't decided yet. Again, this will be a quick stream. Just looking over the betting markets, see how things are trending, give my take on it. Again, disclaimer, I'm no betting expert. I don't bet on elections. But this is what I would do if I did bet on elections. Again, I'm not giving advice. I'm just saying there is an opportunity out there if you want to make some money. Just how I see it. So let's get into it, folks. So let's start, let's actually start the House. That's kind of the first one I want to start with. Let's see here. U.S. House. Okay, here we go. Which party will win the House in 2022? Only 83 cents Republican. Seriously? Do we really have to go through this again? So essentially, the clowns that PREDICTIT are giving Republicans only an 83% chance of taking back the House. This should be 95%. If you want free money, here you go. I mean, seriously, 83 cents? Guys, when was the last time in modern U.S. politics, like the last 30 years, did the party not in control of the presidency, if a first-term incumbent, not take back the House? 94, 2010, 2018. The only example was 2002. Why did that happen? Bush was popular, 9/11, voters trusted Republicans more on national security. This is why I'm telling people, all the fundamentals, not polling, just ignore polling for 5 seconds. History, trends, and other fundamentals show Republicans are going to take back the House. It's a guarantee. It's complete delusion to seriously believe there's even a remote chance Democrats have. If this was 95 cents for Republicans, that would make sense, not 83. So already we found, I think, a really good deal. I would put it 95 again. That's my, my prediction, a 95%. Yeah, and I don't bet on elections. I think it's a waste of money, but it is, I guess you could say, free money. Now, let's go to the Senate, because there's been some intriguing developments happening with the state of Pennsylvania. Now, let's go to Pennsylvania real quick. Even the betting markets are starting to admit Fetterman is not there. Do I gotta say much? Go watch that recent interview with Fetterman. Guys, he makes Biden look competent. That's how bad Fetterman looked in that interview with NBC. I think it was NBC. That was bad. That was one of the worst interviews I think I've ever seen in my life. And Oz is picking up steam. He's consolidating the base. The polling is starting to admit Oz is pretty much on pace for victory. And Fetterman, his campaign's falling apart. These people that really think, Fetterman can win at this point, no, I don't see a realistic shot for him. I give Oz like a 60-70% chance of winning. I just don't see a path forward for Fetterman. At this point, there's really nothing. They tried the coup d'etat crap. They tried New Jersey. They tried the puppies. Nothing has stuck against Oz. And Oz, I had some question marks about him with some of his tactics early on in the cycle. But even then, he had finally gotten a good campaign that focused on issues that matter. So I think, Oz is favored by quite a bit at this point. By, 60, 70 cents, I would put it at. Not 50. But even PREDICTIT starting to admit, yeah, it's seeming like Oz is picking up steam and is going to become the next senator of the great state of Pennsylvania. I think that's kind of an agreement with people with brains at this point. Now, this is a weird one. Who will control the Senate after 2022? I would say this is not the worst thing I've seen PREDICTIT ever do. This is not the worst one. To say it's 50-50, okay, that's reasonable. Historically, it is hard for the challenging party to take back the Senate. It's just a fact. But it is only a 50-50 split in the Senate. I would say Republicans should be at 65 cents. But this is not the worst PREDICTIT I've ever seen. But again, I still think Republicans are on pace to take back the Senate by a couple of seats. I can understand why it's 50-50. Historically, it is tougher for the party out of power to take back the Senate. But when you have this many competitive states that are Republican-friendly, Nevada, Arizona, Pennsylvania, Georgia even, it's been kind of hard for Republicans not to take back the Senate, barring mysterious stuff happening. I do think that overall, it is a reasonable thing to say could be 50-50. I think Republicans do take back the Senate. I would just kind of avoid this market. I think the best time to buy was in September when Republicans were only at 36 cents. Seriously? In what universe are Republicans only at 36 cents? Give me a break. So that's that. What the hell is going on with the final polls? Are they trying to fake Biden momentum? Pretty much. I think that's what's happening. You look inside the polls, independents, breaking for the Republican by 20 some points, yet they have Democrats up by 10. It's like, okay, Then you have whites voting 30 points, Republican, Hispanics voting R plus 15, and Democrats are tied. That's the stuff we're dealing with, folks. The polling hasn't gotten better. It's gotten worse. So ignore polling at this point. My advice is only look at good pollsters. Trafalgar, Emerson, be careful with. Look for big data. I would also look at history. What historically has happened with first-term incumbents midterms? Usually doesn't go too well with the party in power. It's just a fact. So that's kind of that for, I would say, the polling. I just think the polling's going to be atrocious. This is going to be this is going to be one of the worst polling cycles ever. I mean, we saw this in Brazil. Brazil had one of the biggest polling misses I've ever seen. Outside of Susan Collins in Maine, they were off by, what was it, 15 points? They were saying, you know, the communists, or whatever the frick the clown's called, he's essentially a communist, but remember, he was supposed to potentially avoid a runoff and was going to easily destroy Bolsonaro. Yeah, that's a bunch of bullshit. Complete and total bullshit. And is my stream down? Right? Is my stream good? Are we good? Okay, we're good. We're good. We're not down yet, folks. There we go. Yeah, the polling's gonna be bad this cycle. I would just look at a few pollsters and then just chill. That's kind of how I see it. So that's that for the Senate. That's kind of that for the Senate. I think it's gonna be Republicans get it. But Lula, yeah. I just call him the communist because, well, that's what he is. Freaking lunatic. Gubernatorial elections in Brazil was pulled off by 20%. Seriously? God. Polling is going to be bad this cycle, isn't it? It's going to be way worse than 2020. It's going to make 2020 look like a gold standard cycle. That's how bad it's going to be. What do you think of the debate with Vance? Vance won that debate. The way he handled that abortion question was perfect. Oh, yeah. Yes, I feel bad for the 11-year-old. But why did she get raped? An illegal immigrant did it. That's all he had to say, and that's exactly what he said. Perfect. Trafalgar PA poll should be out today or tomorrow. Yeah, I'm just going to be careful. I'm going to be careful of the Trafalgar video because knowing them, they're going to release a poll the second that video comes out. It's come out 3 times. Made a video about Wisconsin. Bam, Michael's up by 3 seconds later. Made a video about PA. Bam, Oz surging. They hate me. They hate me bad. And hold on, folks. It appears we're going to have somebody on stream. Hold on here, folks. It appears that James has joined the stream. James, hello there. Welcome to the stream. Hello there. So we are looking at the betting markets right now. So yeah, I kind of just said Oz is gonna, I think, win easily. I think the Senate's gonna go Republican based on history and all that good stuff. Anything you gotta say, James? Bro. Yeah, Oz is picking up steam, so people are saying you can't hear him. Say something, James. You're good, you're good, you're good. You're good. I don't know what people are saying. It's not a betting market. That's why. Shut up. James wants suicide watch because Oz is gonna win. Yeah. Alright, so let's see. Arizona, that's one that Republicans are starting to pick up. When PREDICTIT's admitting that Mark Kelly's falling off and Masters is surging, you know Masters are going to win. I think Masters are going to win quite easily at this point. Here. People are saying you can't. Why can't they hear you? That's... Yeah. Okay. I guess James, I'm sorry, I guess can't be on stream. The thing's not working. That's weird. Rip. Yeah, I'll figure that out. See you next time. That failed. Good luck. That's weird. All right, so James, his microphone, I don't know what's happening. I could hear him. I could hear him completely. So, what did he talk about? He talked about, you know, he just said, like, the betting markets were looking good for Oz, even though he doesn't like Oz. That's weird. I don't know what happened, folks. Hopefully I could solve that before the election. Yeah, don't worry. It's just my end, I think. I screwed up somewhere. That's weird. That is really strange. Let's see here. Yeah, it was just more like, yeah, Blake Masters is picking up steam, that kind of stuff. And Mark Victor. Did everybody see that poll yesterday? That Mark Victor, the Libertarian Arizona, was carrying 15% of the vote after claiming age of consent should be a discussed topic. Yeah, it's just the Libertarians are a complete joke. I mean, they're never going to be relevant for that reason. Can you only invest a certain amount of money and predict it? I think there is a limit. I think it's like 1,000. But yeah, for Blake Masters, I think he's going to win quite easily. Let's see here. Yeah, that poll with Mark Victor, 20%, it was a joke. Mark Victor will win. So true. So true. He's at 15% totally. That was the worst poll I think I've ever seen. Well, the Center Street poll may be worse. We just gotta see. Libertarians eat up too much debate time. Yeah, the guy was literally the meme of a libertarian. He is what you think a libertarian looks like. I mean, it's just a fact. So, that's that. Adam Laxalt will probably win by a likely margin. I could see that. He's going to win by like 3 points, I think, but it is possible. So speaking of Nevada, PREDICTIT has Laxalt winning. He's at 65 cents. I think he's been favored. Yeah, he's actually been favored for half the time. That's kind of surprising. So it looks like Laxalt's going to win, PREDICTIT. Again, this is a good bet. I think it is a bit low at 65 cents. I would have it at 80 cents at this point. He's going to win. It's a matter of how much he wins by. So I think this is a really good bet, 65 cents. I think it should be 80 cents at this point. I think it's kind of easy to win for Laxalt, barring anything crazy happening. So that's that for Nevada. Not much to say there. Does Mastriano have a path to victory? Yes, he does. He 100% has a pathway to victory. He's gonna need things to go his way the next month. If my theory is true, that he's gonna get undersampled in the polling, like what happened in the primaries, which, by the way, primary polling correlates to general election polling. Remember Michigan? Bernie Sanders will lose the state by 20. He won it by like 5. So that's what I'm saying, folks. That with what was there? With all this crap about what was it? Hold on, I got something. Yeah, Mastriano, he was on pace to win, I think. Or I think has a serious shot of winning. I truly do, because you look at the polling, Michigan 2016, the primary polling was atrocious. So was the general election. Same thing in Pennsylvania this cycle. They only had Mastriano winning by 8. He won the primary by what, 20? That's what I'm saying. I think that his base is getting undersampled by quite a bit. I know polling historically has oversampled Democrats in Nevada, but it's becoming less and less. Like in 2020, it was basically off by like a point. So I think that's that. And if so, what data should we look out for an election night? I think early on in Georgia, look how the burbs are voting. Like, that's my big thing. Of how the North and the burbs are voting. That's going to be interesting. If Walker's running it up in the North and not getting killed in the burbs, he's going to win. Let's see here. Yeah, the Mastriano polling, I think there's something big there. I think there's going to be a big miss in Pennsylvania. Let's see here. Tulsi. We'll get to Tulsi. I'll be making a video on that tonight. This is just going to be a quick stream. Look at the betting markets. You know what? Let's actually go to New Hampshire. Because even PREDICTIT saw something here. This is fascinating. They currently have... Let's see here. Yeah. They currently have Bolduc at 20 cents when he was at 17 cents just a couple hours ago. And this was after Tulsi endorsed Bolduc. That I think's good news for Bolduc. I'll make a whole video on it later. But if Tulsi does rallies with Bolduc, which he will, well, she will obviously, she already said. Look, Tulsi may have only gotten like, what, 4% of the vote in New Hampshire in 2020? Okay, that's what, 8,000 votes? Okay, look up the margin of victory for Hassan in 2016. Go look it up. What was it? A couple hundred votes? Like, I think Tulsi got, I think it was 8,000. I think it was 8,000 votes that Tulsi got in 2020. I could be mistaken. I could be off by a couple thousand. Let's see. Checking. Let's see. She got 9,000 votes. Okay, she got 9.7 thousand votes. If Bolduc's down by 5,000 votes now, let's say half of those voters go to Bolduc. He would currently be in the lead. Look, Tulsi, her influence is not that big. I will admit that. For a race like New Hampshire, where that's only a couple thousand vote difference, and you got 9,000 Democrats who are Tulsi supporters, that could be a big thing. And plus, New Hampshire is a state that's anti-war, more libertarian. So people like Tulsi would work perfectly, in my opinion. And I know New Hampshire has been shifting left, which is why I think Tulsi endorsing Bolduc could help. And again, I'll make a whole video on it later tonight. Just doing a quick stream now. But this, I think, is a really good market. I heard some internals. This race is anybody's game. This race is anybody's game. I don't care what the shitty media pull from, I think a middle school, I think it is. They're doing a middle school poll or something like that. I don't care what they say. From the internals polling, Democrats are in trouble in New Hampshire. They're 100% potentially in trouble. So, yeah. I think it's going to be a chance. I think that at this point, it's like a I would say 60-40 chance that Hassan wins. Let's see here. Let's see. Uncle Joe for 5. I really like James. I would like the... Not finishing the rest of that. YouTube, don't demonetize me for that. I'm not going to finish the rest of that. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. So, yeah, I think New Hampshire 64, and I think it's a really good bet for Bolduc right now. I'm going to ignore Vermont for reasons. I'm not going to get into that. What about Oklahoma? Guys, Stitt's going to win. Don't believe this crap about, oh, some shitty poll that's been shitty for 30 years straight is magically good. I don't care. So, there's that. What is the origin behind New England moving more Dem, even in the recent America First flag? Well, it moved conservative in 2016, or Republican in 2016, even 2018. I just think what happened in 2020 was backlash against COVID stuff. I truly think so. We saw this in special elections last year, where Biden plus, I think, 20 seat flipped. That's why I think that the shifts we saw in Northeastern America, they were one-offs. I truly believe. I think it was more of backlash against COVID, plus the economy and all that. That's what I think's happening. I could be, like, New Hampshire, I think, is going to be more Democrat, but we just got to see. Ron Chetty, I think Ron Chetty has a serious shot. If the Libertarian gets 1% of the vote, we lose by a quarter of a point, there's going to be a riot. Let's see here. Uncle Joel for 2. James and Rapp getting very... Gosh. That's just great. Alan Fun, yeah, I think Fun's going to win. I think he's going to win. So that's that for New Hampshire. Georgia. Guys, I don't care what anybody says. This is not 62-39. That is absurd margins for Warlock. Okay, the most he wins by is a point. At the very best for him, he would win by a point. He wouldn't win by multiple points like this is insisting. Herschel Walker, you can make the argument, maybe it's 52-48 Warlock at this point. Not 62-39. That's my problem. That is my major problem with this market. If it's 50-50, I agree with it. Not this. I do not agree with this whatsoever. I think it's free money. at this point. Even if Walker doesn't win, these are good odds. Uncle Joel for 2, will you read my graphic rap X James fanfiction? Oh my gosh. Thanks for the super chats, though. Just very strange comments. That's all I will say. New rap live stream base. Yeah, this will be a quick one because I gotta go in and make a video later tonight. North Carolina. Are you serious? So wait a minute. They only have Bud at 80 cents, but they have Warlock at 62. You see my issue with some of these people on freaking PREDICTIT? They have Warlock as basically a lock at this point. They're saying he is a very favorable candidate. He's very favored to win. Yet North Carolina, where Bud is running against not a good candidate, running a red wave in a state that has been trending a bit Republican for the past couple of years, will only have a 79-22 chance. Huh? It just, some of these PREDICTITs, I swear to God, it's just a complete clown show. It's a complete joke with PREDICTIT at times. Like, you can make the argument, okay, Warlock's maybe up by maybe a point. Maybe. But make it 55-45, not 62-39. So it is free money. I think it's another market that you would make easy money. That's just my opinion with it. Same thing with Florida. Come on. I swear to God. If a poll comes out with Demings up by a point, I'm gonna laugh. You know it's happening. You know it's coming soon. Freaking Demings up by a point. It's going to happen. I guarantee it. It's gonna be a bunch of horse shit when it does, and all that good stuff. So that's kind of that for all the markets I kind of wanted to go over. Let's see. I want to actually look at some governorships. Let's see here. Nothing actually bad. Okay, this one is. Okay. Guys, you can make the argument again that there is a serious shot that Mastriano could lose. Okay, but you don't have a market like this. 83 cents Democrat, 19 cents Republican. That means it's an 82% chance Republicans lose this race. 82%. In a state Biden carried by like, what, a point? Give me a break. I know that Mastriano has some issues. I agree with that. Fine. Make it 60-40 if you really want to. Not 83-19. That means you pretty much think it's a guarantee Democrats will win this race. It's an absurd bet. Complete nonsense. I would bet Republican here. Even if Mastriano loses, you have a great shot at making serious money on this one. Wi-Fi Addict for 2. Will Sir Huckabee Sanders win Arkansas? Absolutely. It's Arkansas. I gotta say much. Let's see here. Remember when Zeldin almost got stabbed? Yeah, that was bad. I don't think Zeldin's gonna win. I think it'll be close, but I don't think he'll win. Wisconsin, I actually agree. Thank you. It was bad for a while, remember this. But I'm glad that they admit Michaels is more than likely going to be the next governor of my great state of Wisconsin. So that's that. Michigan, same deal. 88-15. Really? You gotta be kidding me here. 88-15. Again, even if Whitmer wins, all right? If she does win, it's not going to be by essentially a 5-6 point victory like these clowns are assuming. It'll be by like 2 points, maybe 3. Not this big of a victory. That's my problem with some of these predictive betting markets. They just make no sense half the time, and they hurt my brain. Let's see here. Lamau, what issues does Mastriano have? I'm just saying I would say the funding issues. Like, I know, fundraising doesn't mean everything, but you need ads. You need something with ads, not, nothing. So you can't just have no ads and expect to win. You need something. Is New York City that much of a drag on the state? Yeah, it is. All right, so that's, I think, that. Any more governorships to really look at? New York. Wait a minute. Oh, come on. Am I reading this right? They give Zeldin basically the same shot of winning as Tudor Dixon and Mastriano. They give Lee Zeldin in the state of New York the same shot of winning as the other two in the Midwest, Mastriano and Tudor Dixon. What a total joke. And I know Ducey abandoned Mastriano. I'm not saying, you know, there's not reasons he should have money. I'm saying that he should have money. It's ridiculous that Republicans abandon Mastriano like that. I'm just saying, even then, the numbers are not that good. So, St. Pete poll, Demings +1, Charlie Crisp +4. Yeah, I could see that. It's going to happen. You know it. It always happens. Every cycle. It's going to happen. Now that you said it, next week it's going to happen. If it ends up being a massive red wave, Mastriano can win. Oh, absolutely. Mastriano could win. He has a serious shot of winning. Not just a 12% chance of winning. Let's see here. New Mexico. Okay. You're only giving Ronchetti an 18% chance of winning. In what universe do you do this? You have this. In what universe is it a 84-18 split in New Mexico with Ronchetti? This is a total joke. Complete clown show. Proves my point. There is easy bets here to be made. Again, I'm not making any. I think it's a waste of time. But if you have any free bets, this is a type to do it on. Ronchetti only had 18 cents. That's my problem with these polls. Let's see here. Now they even have Bobart only leading 2. Oh my god. Yeah, I saw that, the Center Street poll, whatever it's called. Yeah, some of these markets are just why. Let's see here. And they only have Republican. Okay. You give Republicans a slight edge in Kansas. Again, some of these betting markets, it's just free money. Now, the moment when you're having to say a candidate had a shot in a state only won by 1% in a red wave midterm. Yeah. No, I'm just saying that, okay, these people really assume that it's going to be a blue wave or neutral or potentially even a blue wave. These people are delusional. And I think there's a lot of free bets to be made here. What do you think of the Murkowski market? I haven't seen any of that yet. Let's see. Senate. General, no. Let's see here. Where is Alaska? Will Murkowski be reelected? You can make the argument this is correct. You could. 78 cents, maybe. Maybe. So, I think that's kind of that, folks. Alaska, I would say 78 cents you could make the argument because of frickin' shit system Alaska has. But hopefully we get Chewbacca in there. Hopefully she wins. So, I think that's that, folks. All the main betting markers I kind of went over quickly. Nothing else to really go over tonight. Any last questions before I head out? People are saying Maine. Yeah, I'll look at Maine. Why not? Let's go look at Maine. All right, then I think I'm going to head out quickly. I make the video, a great video about New Hampshire. Let's see here. Where is this? Where are you? Maine. Am I blind here? I don't see Maine. Oh, that's a Senate, duh. That's governor. Wait, what? Yeah, there we go. That's weird. Maine. Maine. I don't see Maine anywhere. Am I blind? Do they not have a market for Maine? Ah, here it is. I found it. So what is your best bet? Where do we make the most cash? I would say probably Nevada, Florida, North Carolina, Georgia. The best of the best, I think, would be... Ooh, the easiest money would probably be in either Pennsylvania or Michigan. Because even if Mastriano loses, he doesn't have a 19% chance of winning. Yeah, I found Maine. That's okay. LePage may not win, But again, that should be at least 30 cents. 30 cents, I would have it. Not 15. Again, there's a shot that, you know, absolutely LePage could lose. I'm not denying that. Don't deny that he would probably lose right now. But it's not a 15-cent market. That's ridiculous. So I think that's that. I did all the markets, everybody. I did pretty much all of them. Okay, fine. Oregon, and of course, you know, whatever. It's 50-50. I agree with it. I 100% agree with this market. Not a bad one. Don't take the betting market seriously. I know. I just gotta laugh at some of these people that put actual money into these races like this. So, folks, I think I'm gonna end it here. I think this is it. I kind of went over all the main races, all the main stuff, etc. So I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. If you did, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, and yes, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next week. We're having another live stream next week, hopefully with James and everybody else. The march to November 8th has officially begun. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video.